Welcome back for another Hot Toys figure unboxing and review. Today, we are going to go over the new Deluxe Mandalorian and Child figure. First off, we're going to take a look at the outer box. It has your traditional Star Wars black and gray style that is on all or most Star Wars merchandise. However, with the Mandalorian line, we also get the art banner around the bottom with some pictures of the figure itself. It's nice to have something that adds a little bit of a color pop to the box. Now, taking off the outer cover and looking at the insert, it's a nice insert of another photo, both of the Mandalorian and the child, recreating that scene from the end of the first chapter. Just a nice, eye-catching piece. Underneath that insert, we have the figure itself and all of the accessories. What we're going to do now is we are going to take all the accessories out and take a look what the figure comes with. Here we have all laid out the different accessories that this figure comes with. Now, this is the deluxe version of this figure, so it does come with a lot of different types of items. Starting from left and making our way over to the right, first we're going to start off with the child, or Grogu, in his hover pram. The pram and the child are both expertly detailed. It even comes with a little blanket that you can put inside the pram. The child figure in the pram is only half of a figure and magnetically attaches to the inside. You can also interchange the different portraits of the two child figures to get different types of looks. Behind the pram, we have the Camtono, where the Mandalorian was provided with the Beskar steel. The Camtono does open up and has an orange light that you can turn on the inside. You can put the pile of Beskar inside the Camtono. Now, the only issue I have with the Beskar is that the symbol that is etched onto the Beskar doesn't look very accurate to the Imperial logo that we know from all the Star Wars films. Other than that, it really does look great for just a little tiny piece of plastic. To the right side of the pram, we also have the grappling hook. You can attach that to the Mandalorian's gauntlets to get dynamic poses of him shooting that from his wrist. We also have a small hologram of the Mandalorian's armors that you can use for display. Moving on to some more of the accessories, we have the single Beskar ingot, a tracking fob, a vibroblade, a thermal detonator that you can attach to his hip, an interchangeable flashlight piece that you can add to the side of Mando's helmet, a activated whistling birds piece, the interchangeable pauldron with the mudhorn symbol on it, his blaster, and then also the Mythos sword necklace that you can put around the child's neck. All of these items are highly detailed and add a lot of different display opportunities and options. Moving down to the additional hands, we have your traditional closed fists, the trigger hands, and we also have a right hand for either holding the vibroblade or for other smaller accessories. Also showing off in this shot is the Mandalorian's phase pulse blaster as well. To the right side, starting in the back, we also have the jetpack. It is really nicely detailed and easily attaches to the figure just by a magnet to his back. We also have some effects for the flamethrower and the whistling birds. These are some of the highlights of the figure for me. I love it when Hot Toys includes these types of effects. It definitely adds a much more dynamic imagery to the figure's presence in your collection. We also have the fire from the boosters on the jetpack as well. Finally, we have the figure stand itself. It's the typical sand with footprints base that Hot Toys has given to us on a lot of different figures and other different lines, but it does really fit this particular figure. The deluxe version also includes a piece on the side to attach the hover pram. By removing the rock on the top, you can insert a clear rod to attach the pram to the base. This is also a flight stand, so you can get some jumping or flight poses with the Mandalorian figure. Of course, we also need to speak about little Grogu here. This is the main child figure that comes in both the basic and deluxe versions of this figure. The head can move side to side, up and down. However, his hands are sculpted in place along with his outfit. Even though it is a plastic outfit, the piece is sculpted nicely and painted nicely to give the appearance of cloth. Now that we've gone over all the accessories, let's get the figure out here and see what he looks like right out of the box. Here is the Mandalorian figure straight out of the box. No crazy poses, just looking as he does with nothing added to him yet. I have to say that I'm completely blown away by this figure. The original Durasteel Mando had a shelf presence, but this one just completely blows that away. The armor really stands out and draws your eye directly to it. Even though it is plastic, it does have that metal look, and the slight weathering makes it look even more realistic. His helmet looks the same, but just a bit cleaner. The boots are the same or similar to the original figure. They're really detailed, and they do have that split ankle, which does allow for easier, more dynamic type of posing. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to start introducing some additional accessories and see what this figure can really do. In this pose, we introduce the base along with the child in the hover pram. We also add the basic accessories to the figure. It is a simple pose, but something that I think looks really great. Both figures standing together, being together, really does have a great shelf presence. In this pose, we start getting more into the action type of poses. The figure does have a great range of articulation in his waist, in the legs. The elbows are on a double joint, so you can get around a 90-degree bend inwards, which does help a lot when posing in those more fighting or action types of poses. Now introducing the whistling birds effect on that gauntlet. It really does look great. Only one of the things that happens with this figure is that due to that undersuit, the fabric suit that he's wearing under his armor, it does hinder a little bit how far up you can put that arm. So depending on what type of pose you're looking to get, what direction you're looking to face that gauntlet and the whistling birds effect into may determine. So you can see from this example here that I've raised the arm as high as it could possibly go without ruining the suit. On your own personal figure, you can decide on what limit you would like to go, but for my figure here, this is as far as I was comfortable going without worrying about damaging the suit that's underneath that armor. Jumping to the most dynamic pose of today's video, Mando jumping up and igniting that jetpack. Now, I'm really impressed on how this looks. It looks fantastic. If you can get all those different limbs and different poses just right for the direction that he's shooting on that jetpack, it really does look great. You can see here kind of turning around, that effect of the fire coming out the back of the jetpack just adds that little extra touch that looks so great and makes it look so much more dynamic in your display. As we start to wrap things up in today's review, I thought I would bring out the original Durasteel version of Mando here as kind of a comparison side by side so you can see the two figures together. Now, in my opinion, if you only had the choice to buy one of these, or you only had the ability to get one of these, the one to go with would definitely be the Beskar, the most recent one that just came out, this deluxe option. Now, not just because this is the current look as he is in Season 2 and possibly into future seasons of Mandalorian, but also it comes with the child, and the deluxe version, especially with all the different accessories that we've gone over that this figure comes with, it's definitely going to be the best option for you if you can only go with one. But if you're a big Mandalorian fan such as myself, it's wonderful to have both options in the collection. It does have a wider range of different display opportunities by having both figures, by not only having them side by side, but recreating different scenes with the different accessories that come with each individual figure. But together, they are both wonderful figures, some of my favorites that are in my collection, and would definitely add them to your collection. The Mandalorian and Child Deluxe figure is still currently available on Sideshow Collectibles' website. There will be a link below in the description if you are interested in purchasing for yourself. As I said before, wonderful figure for your collection, especially if you are a big Star Wars fan, a Mandalorian fan, and something great to just have in your Hot Toys 1/6 scale collection. I would like to thank you for spending some time with us today. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for additional content and updates on future videos. All the links are provided in the description below. And always remember, keep on collecting.